Hello, beautiful people. I hope this is working. Don't mind the kids in the background. Let me see if it's working first. Okay, it is working. Okay, I'm going to do a short little. Go over and your brother sister, please. Okay, so I wanted to talk about. I tried to do this yesterday twice and it didn't work, so I'm back again today to do it. So I wanted to talk about physical attraction versus spiritual attraction. Now, just for me, growing up and being in a relationship, I learned a lot about spiritual connections and physical attractions and how we tend to go about the relationships. I know I wasn't, what? Okay, I'm gonna get them. I know personally by me not knowing a lot about relationships and me not being taught about, a connection, a spiritual connection with people. Yes, I do. At this time, it's kind of like the physical attraction is kind of like leading us nowhere because marriages are not lasting. The divorce rate is so high, and it's just because people are dating each other or. Excuse my son, Mike, please. Go play, please. Go play, please. You're welcome. Here, there. Here. Okay, mom is recording, okay? And so, like I was saying, physical attraction. I mean, of course, we don't want anybody that's not taking care of themselves, someone that's not healthy. But it's kind of like I'm just starting to notice that people are dating and are getting with each other based off of status, based off of how their physical appearance is. And that's pretty much getting us nowhere. To me, I feel like anytime you have any type of spiritual connection, whether it's business, whether it's relationship, partnership, whether it's I feel like that's the foundation, that's the base of what friendships, relationships should start at because you know that, oh, okay. Because you know that a spiritual connection, there's more to it. There's more in depth conversations. There's more learning about your spirit. There's more of, you two evolving and growing together. That's why I feel like a spiritual connection versus a physical attraction doesn't last. A physical attraction only lasts for just a satisfying second. That's probably only to have sex pretty much. So, um, like I'll say, okay, I have some notes written here. So, men and women go about different. Men and women go about it differently. Wow, I think it's kind of like a one in one, because people are now, or men are starting to notice that women want a spiritual man or want a man that at least knows something about the spiritual world, just so it can feed our soul, we can feed each other's souls. And so, like I said, people date each other based off of status, and that doesn't last either because a status doesn't stay the same all the time. We have this thing called cancel culture now, to where you say anything that doesn't agree with the norm, you pretty much cancel. So that means once your status is canceled, hey, what's wrong with you? Once your status is, not once your status isn't as good as it was, those things seem to change. Hold on, right quick. Sorry about that. I had to get the kids straight. So, like I said, statuses changes. So it really doesn't make any sense to date anybody based off of status. But we are so bombarded with this status and followers in this day and age that we don't think about that. So the divorce rate is very extremely high at this point. Like since social media has began, I feel like it's so much, even though it's probably easier then, but it's like now with it being so open and you're starting to see, all these different people from all over the world. Kind of like some people are acting like they never see. It's just weird, okay? It's just the rise of social media. I feel like there's it's more cheating and divorcing going on just because people don't have any, you know, like they don't really have any codes. Like it's like there's no more value in anything but a body. Like it's sickening at this point. And so what I feel about spiritual connections, I feel like spiritual connections with anyone brings you always back to yourself. Sometimes people can be spiritual, but they're not, sometimes they can be spiritual, but not applying that spirituality to their life. And so when you meet somebody that's spiritual, you have to be careful about, these fake spiritualites out here that just want to be spiritual at the moment just to get some attention. Let me make sure this is still working because it wasn't working yesterday. I don't know what's going on with my StreamYard on my laptop, but it's definitely not working for some reason. But oh, that's nothing right there. But that's what I wanted to come on and talk about, the spiritual connections compared to physical attraction. Physical attraction also creating more STIs and STDs than ever because we're just going off how a person looks. I don't know. We're just going off of how a person looks. And sometimes a person that we think that's physically attractive, that doesn't mean that they are kind. It doesn't mean that they're nurturing. It doesn't mean that they're loving. Like we have these things confused, and we have beauty confused with a standard that's not even a real standard, pretty much. So, and I'm also noticing people who get together based off of physical attraction and doesn't last. It doesn't matter what you do, how much counseling you go through. The foundation was physical attraction. So that, of course, that's going to it's not going to last long because people change. Our bodies change when we get older. Sometimes we have kids and our body changes, and it's kind of like, is that person going to want to stay with you? Because you have this life altering situation that you have gone through, like giving birth. Most women body change when they give birth, and they don't like their post mommy body. And yeah, I see. But the kids are distracting me right now, so I'll try to come back later to talk about. I wrote a little bit of notes. I didn't really write too much. Oh, another thing I wanted to say too is physical attraction leads to sex, which leads to unwanted pregnancies, which attraction. And we're just like that. Black people, we are loving, we're caring. We sometimes do things, kind of ass backwards. Sometimes I've been in that boat a couple times. But when you get into relationships, even if it's three, it doesn't matter if you've not had that many, you get to learn and you grow and you know what you want and what you don't want, especially when you are physically attracting people and you're realizing that, wow, of course this person is beautiful on the outside. Of course this person is handsome on the outside, but it's like, you're out of there on the inside. So I just want to encourage everyone to, let's start to dig deeper and not into our conversations. Put more depth into our conversations and get to know people without going in head first. I say start at friends first. I've learned the value of being a person's friend before you sleep with them. I've learned the value of that. I learned the value of even being someone's friend before dating them. Like, it's a huge difference. It's a huge different foundation. Basically, it's about your foundation, building on a steady foundation. And so that's all I got for today. It's a beautiful day outside. It's a beautiful day. I have um, two pine cone trees in my yard. So I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. I was going to do this on my podcast, but I decided to just do it now. I'm starting to get a little bit more comfortable with the camera. Oh my gosh, look at my son. Ah. Anyways, I see Bonbon. I see, baby. So that's all I have for you all today. And until next time, gods and goddesses, peace.